Hi, I'm Hannah, and welcome to 500 Breads, my channel where I'm on a mission to bake 500 different kinds of bread from my tiny mountain town kitchen. If you'd like to follow along with me, just subscribe. Today, we're going to be baking cinnamon pull-apart bread, which is a really fun and relatively straightforward bread recipe, and it's going to make your place smell amazing while it bakes. If you'd like to see the full recipe, you can just click in the video description. For cinnamon pull-apart bread, you'll need instant yeast, granulated sugar, whole milk, eggs, butter, flour, kosher salt, flaky sea salt, and cinnamon. Our first step is to activate the instant yeast, so I'm going to be heating this whole milk until it's warm but not hot. Add the yeast and the sugar, add the milk to the yeast and sugar, and then we're just going to let it stand for about 10 minutes until it gets nice and foamy on the surface. We're going to be adding the salt, the butter, flour, and the egg. I'm gonna mix on low for 3.5 minutes. And you can also mix this in a bowl. Either way, what you're looking for is a soft and pliable dough starting to form that's pulling off the sides. Take the dough out, and I'm just gonna knead until the surface of the dough is really smooth. And if it's sticky, you can just add a pinch of flour at a time. I'm gonna knead for about 5 minutes. Alright, so now I have my nice kneaded ball of dough. So now I'm just going to put it in a slightly greased bowl, and we're going to let it rise for an hour and a half. For the cinnamon butter, we're going to be combining the sugar, the cinnamon, and the butter together and just mashing it with a fork in a bowl. Now that our dough is nicely risen, we're gonna punch it down, get that air out of it. Now I'm gonna flour my work surface, and I'm gonna take my punch down dough, and we're gonna divide it into 12 equal pieces. Once the dough is divided into 12 equal pieces, I'm just weighing each piece and making sure that they're all even. Flatten each piece into a circle about the size of my palm. You don't have to be precious about the shape. This is a very forgiving bread. Once you have all your flat pieces, you're going to spread an equal amount of cinnamon butter, getting pretty close to the edges. Fold each one, making a half moon. Tuck it into the loaf pan and repeat until they're all squished together like a happy family. Now I'm going to cover this with a clean towel so the bread doesn't form a skin on top. I'm heating the oven to 350, and we're just going to do a nice egg wash on the surface of the dough, and that's going to give it a real nice caramelly color as it bakes. Before I pop it in the oven, we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of flaky sea salt on top, and that's going to give it a really nice sweet and salty contrast. And here's our beautiful cinnamon pull-apart bread. This bread is looking awesome. I'm really happy with how it turned out. We're just going to let it rest for about 10 minutes and cool, and then we can pull it apart and taste it. I'm really happy with how this cinnamon pull-apart bread turned out, and I hope that if you make it, you really enjoy it too. If you want to follow along with me as I bake the next 499 different kinds of breads, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.